Hi, this is Easy Architecture Podcast. We're Sean.
And Guido?
We're two architects in New York City. We talk about architecture and design related subjects. So this week we're going to have another episode about the dream closet projects. So this episode we have kind of a interesting subject. One of our friends suggested that we do a closet for kids. So we have some thoughts about approaching the project a little bit differently.
Right, that's child closet. That's
Right.
a completely different subject. So we
Hmm.
wanted to remember old memories
Right.
and start to think about them now.
Very old memories. So anyhow, we did a little bit of research trying to find out, what sort of design there are out there. And one of the things that we noticed, is that a lot of the closet design we saw for kids is really kind of focused very much on the organizational aspect, how to fit more stuff, how to keep everything organized, but it didn't seem to have, as much usage other than that. You
Yeah, but
know?
it seems like what they normally do is just to change the colors to create more colorful or some like vibrant colors.
Right, blue for boys and
Right.
pink for girls,
It's like
along
change
that line.
finishes, we would say.
Yeah, so I mean, they're just making it more cheerful, but I mean, if you're a kid, you're like, what's it to me?
Yeah,
You know?
maybe they need something else.
Yeah,
So
so we thought that we wanted to come up with something that's more usable, especially in an urban area where space is a premium. You want to, allow the kids to use the closet in ways other than just storing stuff.
right.
So we have, we were talking about this and we came up with the idea of a tree house. We were fascinated with the idea of a tree house because I think Guido has some experience when he was young of,
Oh yeah,
with a tree house.
definitely. I think that I can remember. I can still remember. I remember when I went several vacations during my childhood. I was uh, maybe 7 years ago, 7 years old. I remember to to build with my brother some kind of like tree home with the help of my father, which was pretty much the big help there. And it was interesting just to be able to hide a bit from the parents.
Right.
Just well like
And you're in a high
right,
place.
like an independent war, even
Right.
though it's like a 6 by 6 or maybe 4 by 4 war.
Exactly.
It wasn't over a tree, but it
Mhm.
was like a small little home
Mhm.
and attached to where we were. So that
Right.
was cool. So
Yeah. So that's the thing. I mean, I grew up in an apartment building, so I never had the opportunity to do something like this. So I thought, hey, maybe we can't build a treehouse into a closet. So imagine that, so the concept is very simple. We will pretend that there's a tree, growing out of your closet, and we're actually gonna build a treehouse on top of this imaginary tree. I mean, we will of course illustrate it by painting on the wall and so on and so forth. But we will also find other accessory to kind of match this thing. Now we will still use the closet for storage purpose, but in addition to storage, now the kids will be able to use it as kind of part of their play area as well.
mhm.
So I mean, we start looking at the idea of what a treehouse will look like. They're usually like
Hmm.
what Guido said. They're enclosed, private. They're high. You know, so we started thinking how to build something like that. Um, One of the things that we thought of is they have these basically play area kits for indoor playroom where there's a platform and there's ladders, there's things like that.
And we were thinking about introducing those concepts in the design of the child closet, like to make it small and to try to include it on the closet itself, having uh, like um, like a bridge, and then maybe that is a way that the children can play there, and also to have those the things that we are seeing in the picture,
Right.
some net.
Yeah. So it will be really kind of like an activity space. So
Right.
we're showing you a drawing of what our concept is. So basically, on the upper portion, there'll be a platform. Maybe like 5 feet off the ground, depending on how much floor clearance you have. As high as you're comfortable with. And then we will build an enclosure, out of like wood or out of components from these play area sets, and then it should look like a little enclosed house.
Hmm.
Then we can also paint this kind of tree in the back of this closet. And then there will be a platform, and underneath the platform will be where all the storage would take place. So it will be painted in a cheerful manner with drawings of this tree on the background. We also thought of we got this. We were inspired by this designer who created a set of netting, for their kids to climb upon, around. So we would hang something like that in front. So it was also there's another interesting thing that Guido found. Do you want to mention it?
Yes, yes. We found these like cushions in in this over the internet, over the web, and
Right.
we found it really interesting because it's like it it marks an space, but at the same time it's really helpful for them to play and to jogging around, and it's really actually uh, it's smooth the surfaces.
Right, it
So
looks interesting. It looked like a bunch of pebbles. So
right.
we can pile them around the base of this
Right.
tree.
So we could put them on maybe slightly going out of the closet. That would be a way to saying, okay, this is happening, something happening there. It's an interesting thing, and then who knows? It's up to the imagination of the children.
Right. And so, that was what we thought. But I do want to mention that there's a lot of other opportunity. We found, this picture of a kids with this, toy, range hood. So I mean, it's very possible that you could create a separate thing that's revolve around this play kitchen as well in your closet. So what we're trying to say is that a closet could be more than just for storage. It could also be integrated, with other use as
Yeah,
well.
closet
So.
could be whatever you want it to be.
Right, as
So.
long as you have the inspiration to do it.
Hmm.
So for this week's assignment, what we would like to do is that we like to see what, if you have a children, we would like to see what the closet look like. Whether or not whether or not it's organized first of all, and second of all, whether or not you have any ideas, around how you can, help your kids get their closet more organized and make it fun as well. So that's basically it. So
Okay.
until next time, this is Sean,
This is Guido.
and this is Dream Architecture Podcast. And this is Easy Architecture. Bye.